Hey, what's up, guys? This is the dog, Lunar Hound, and I'm gonna do a little review of the M4 in Modern Warfare 2. This gun is unlocked at level 4. It's the first fully automatic assault rifle to be unlocked. It's a great beginner weapon, and the damage is starts at 30 from 0 to 1900 inches, or 0 to 700 inches silenced, to 20 damage at past 2300, no, I'm sorry, 2500 inches or 1100 inches silenced. I say inches because the website that I get my information off, which I will leave a link in the description to. That's how it's labeled, and I believe that if you actually put up a tape measure to your screen, 1 inch on the screen would equal 1 meter, I believe, but I'm not entirely sure. For the damage multipliers, it's 1.4 times to the head and no extra multipliers anywhere else. The M4 has a high rate of fire at 800 rounds per minute and has a capacity of 30. Reload times on the M4, mid clip is 2.1 seconds, cancel time is 1.1 seconds, and the empty time is 2.55 seconds. To switch to the M4, it takes 0.75 seconds, and to switch from the M4, it takes 0.45 seconds. Some useful perks. For blue perks, I picked Marathon, Sleight of Hand, and Scavenger. For red perks, I picked Stopping Power and Lightweight. And for yellow perks, I picked Ninja Pro or Setrep Pro. Useful attachments for the M4, I would say the Master Key shotgun or the silencer. I picked the Master Key because the M4 is a close quarter combat weapon, and the Master Key shotgun is a shotgun. It's a close quarter combat weapon. So, and also the Master Key shotgun frees up the secondary slot for something else, like a launcher, or if you wanted, I don't know, if you wanted a longer range weapon, like the M93 Raffica, that would be a great idea. And, you know, or just go with an RPG or a thumper. It's up to you. And I picked the silencer because I say it always, a silencer works with every gun. It is the best attachment in the game. You know, staying off that radar is a must in core game modes, and even in, like, you know, hardcore team deathmatch, it's not as necessary, but even in hardcore search and destroy and hardcore headquarters, I would say that it's a must too, because people can open that menu and see the radar and see where you're at. So, you know, staying off of that radar is great, even if your range is reduced, especially with the M4, considering that it already has a short range as it is, so you're going to be up close and personal. So the silencer is not inhibiting your ability to kill people that much anyway, especially if you have stopping power on. And this last section of the review is going to put the main gun that I'm reviewing up against two other guns, and most of the time it's going to be two, sometimes it'll only be one, other guns that are that are right around it on the list. So for the M4, I chose to compare it against the FAMAS and the SCAR. Compared to the SCAR has greater damage, slightly shorter range, lower fire rate, a smaller clip size, and longer reload time. So, you know, you make the decision there. And for the FAMAS has greater damage, much longer range. It is a 3-round burst, selective fire, and technically it has a lower fire rate, although overall, it per burst, it technically has a faster fire rate. Overall, the M4 is a great gun. I would give it an 8.5 out of 10. Mostly because it's great at short ranges, not so much at longer ranges, but it still can kill at longer ranges. So, I mean, really, most of the guns can kill at any range. So, my class setup for the gun would be if I had all these perks, I'd put on Marathon Pro, Stopping Power Pro, and Ninja Pro. Fortunately, I don't have Marathon Pro or Ninja Pro. So I'm not using that just yet, but if I had them, I'd be using them. So, that's just so that you can get up close and personal, and, I like to spawn camp with it, and it works out very well. And so, and I have a little bit of gameplay here, and just right about... And so I'm playing some Domination on Terminal here with the M4 Silence. Perks are Marathon, Stopping Power, and Commando. And as you can see here, the M4 is a very effective weapon at short ranges. You can take out targets very quickly in minimal bullets, but unfortunately, because of the higher fire rates, if you don't stop firing immediately after the kill, you will run out of bullets very quickly. So that's just something to be aware of when you're using the M4. And also with the M4, if you have the silencer, it's a great idea to get into areas where they're not going to find you. And like I said before, spawn camp them. And this little clip here is again on the same game. I'm going to get up close and personal and do some spawn camping. First I can take out that guy. Like I said, great damage for such a high rate of fire. This guy kinda, I really got pissed off, but a direct impact in Last Stand. Its only downside about M4 is Painkiller and Last Stand. Painkiller, Last Stand, and Final Stand will really kill you. So here I get into if the enemy has you want to get into that little baggage checking area behind their spawn. I took out another guy, check a nade, and move around. That's one way to cover your advances, is to check a nade in the opposite direction, so that way you can kind of fake them out a little bit. Here, another Last Stand guy. Really hate Last Stand, but at least you don't get back up like Final Stand. Get flashed here, but really, just staying right here is a great place to stay. So I get my pred and call it in, drop it right on A, and manage to get a double kill for my Harriers. So yeah. And this last clip is just again moving to that same area. They started to discover what I was doing towards the end of the game, so it wasn't as effective later on, but again, I get a nice little, I get quite a few kills over here. I get pretty lucky right there, but it just goes to show how quickly you can kill people with this gun. And so I'm just playing pretty cautious, just because I'm right in their spawn, and that's what you got to do when you're spawn camping. You got to play cautiously and check every little corner and everything. So this has been a review by Lunar Hound, and I'm thinking about making more of these. So if there's any other guns that you would like to see reviewed, just comment something. Just let me know. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you found it very informative, and comment, rate, and if you really want to subscribe, and that's all at your consent. So thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys another time.